you're going to want to do is start off with your tomatoes. Since these have been frozen and out there softer than regular tomatoes, and that, so you don't necessarily need a knife. You can just use scissors. And what you want to do is cut them up. It helps them process faster. You want to fill up your stock pots, and as they're cooking, you want to stir them very frequently. Otherwise, it'll scorch the bottom and your sauce will taste burnt, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to waste your time. Okay, all my tomatoes have been cut and they've been cooking down. This one's not quite ready yet, but the other two are right on time. You can tell by you see the frothy, foamy on top of this. That's when you know they're ready to go. So some people take this and they scoop it right into their strainer, which is right here, their food mill, and they can that. And I don't do that. I strain my tomatoes before they even reach my machine. And get down. Come on. Okay. Let's get started. Processed our tomatoes, we cut them up, we cooked them down, I strained them, and then I put them through the mill, and then I put them on a little bit of heat while the other ones were processing. It took a while to get those two pullerfuls of tomatoes processed. They're in this roaster right here. That's the total yield. Now we're going to put them in jars. Basically, the can, as always on all my videos, you need a canning kit. We're going to be using the funnel, the magnet, the jar grabber for this particular application. You're also going to need either some citric acid or lemon. I use lemon myself just because I already had it. And I'm also going to put one dehydrated jalapeno in each jar just because I can. So let's get started. I chose to do mine all at once, and I froze them to be able to do that. So, okay. As far as the lemon juice goes, you need 1 tablespoon per jar. This helps put enough acid in your jars to help preserve your tomatoes. What you're going to do is fill up your jars, leaving 1-inch headspace. These jars have been heated up in the oven. I had them in there for about 200 degrees for about 25 minutes. 1-inch headspace is right up there. Okay, now that you got all your jars filled up, you're going to clean the rims of your jars. Get a paper towel, a little bit of water. Make sure there's nothing on top of your rims that could hinder you getting a good seal. Okay, now that that's done, you want to put your lids on and then your rings. Put a video out a little bit earlier today. Well, by the time this airs, more like yesterday. Dealing with lid jars. And to always buy quality lids. Don't go to any of those sites on the internet and buy no-name lids. Chances are they're going to fail. Okay, I got all my lids on. Let's get the bands on. The bands you want to do finger tight. Don't crank down on them. You don't need them to be atomic hammer tower tight. Just finger tight. Okay, we got all our lids, bands on. Now we're going to water bath these jars of tomato sauce to get them sealed. They need a water bath. Since these are pints, they need a water bath for 40 minutes. That may vary, depends on your elevation. Just now, one of my water bath canners was on the stove and heating up, and it developed a leak. And it leaked all over the place, so. In a pinch, you can use your pressure canner or a large stock pot to water bath. You do need some kind of a tray on the bottom of the canner, but it'll work just fine. Now you're going to want about an inch of water or two above all your jars when water bathing. Now what you want to do is bring your water up to a boil, not a hard rolling boil, but a steady boil. And then once you do that, you can start your timer for 45 minutes. Okay, the 40-minute processing time is over. Take your jars out of the water bath. Let them sit for 24 hours. And then you can take the rings off, check the seals, label them, and put them away for storage.